welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. Per usual, it is an honor to be able to read for you today. Today we are getting into your path to finding love, your love story, okay? We're getting into the past, present, future, when and what, and advice from the universe. So any advice the universe has for you moving forward, or with anything that you're still hung up on from the past, and also how everything is literally going to play out detail by detail for you. So I'm super excited to get into it. Per usual, my Etsy is always linked in the description below if you'd like to go deeper or if you'd like to get your own private tarot reading, but we're just gonna get started, okay? So pause the video if you need more time, per usual. For group one, we have the Tarot Illuminati and Tiger's Eye. For group two, we have the Santa Muerte Tarot and the Amethyst Point. For group three, we have the Tarot of the Divine and Rose Quartz. And then for group four, we have the Witch's Tarot and the Clear Quartz Point. So again, pause the video if you need more time, if I sped through the intro for you, but those are the piles and we're just gonna jump right in. All right, if you chose group one with the Tiger's Eye and the Tarot Illuminati, this is your reading, okay? Your love story, your path to finding love. When are you going to find love? Advice from the universe, past, present, and future. When and what. We're getting into everything. So let's just jump right in. Oh my God, the cards popped out for you immediately. And it's funny because I wasn't even going to pull from this card or this deck first. Let me fix the lights really quick. So I definitely feel like there's kind of like this urgency to speed through the past. I'm including the past more so we can, you know, confirm that this is your pile if you resonate with what has happened. You know, so I'm getting a lot of words. I'm getting all talk. I'm feeling a lot of compassion. So for your past, we have a manifesto and have a heart. So I feel like someone was always telling you, I'm going to be ready, or I'm working towards getting ready for you. I'm coming towards you. I'm doing this. I'm ready this time. Like a lot of words, a lot of confirmation, good communication. And I feel like that may have confused you a little bit because you may have assumed like, okay, if someone is communicating that they're still trying, that must mean that they actually are and they're wanting to work through this. We have Three's a Crowd and Intruder. So I also feel like in your past, there was always someone that got in your way. It could be friends. We do have fun times with friends. So there may have been like a friend group dynamic in your past love story where it's like your friends and, you know, there was another group of friends and like all you guys were kind of blending together and dating each other in a way, or there was some sort of romantic connection in a friend group, or you had a crush on a friend. This person may have started as a friend, or you may have met them out with friends. But we have Intruder and Three's a Crowd, so I am getting an energy with you guys where it's like someone in some way somehow was always in the way, or, you know, you were never fully chosen as like the number one option. There was always someone who came in and messed things up for you, whether it's a, you know, bad friend or whether it's just like a third party situation, because we do have this Three of Crowds energy here. And then we have fun times with friends and just the way you are. So I feel like when you were younger, or like your first romantic connection, it was really genuine. That person liked you just the way you are at the time. They were really sweet to you. Maybe they weren't known for being super sweet or like super open with their emotions, but you really kind of felt them opening up to you and open to you. So that's what I'm getting as far as the past. Let's get into the present of your love story. Where are you now in your journey? Spirit, where is group one in their journey now? Okay, this one did not want to go back in. So we have the Two of Wands. There's kind of a decision to be made here. I feel like you're kind of going back and forth. Yeah, we have the Tower card in reverse. So I feel like you guys are trying to apply everything that you learned. You're also trying to apply manifestation techniques, But I feel like you kind of doubt the process and you're really tempted to go back to an older version of yourself. You've been really resisting, but you don't feel fully fulfilled where you are now either. Two of Wands is kind of like being stuck between a rock and a hard place. It's like, okay, I know I don't want what I experienced in the past, but I also still have a love for someone in the past. Or, you know, those were the funnest times, even though they were really difficult. Before it got bad, it was really good. Or, you know, I just want to go back to the older version of myself because I got more love offers when I was like that. But we have this Tower in reverse, so it's like you don't want to ruin anything for yourself moving forward, but you're still not completely comfortable where you are. It's like this energy of knowing that, you know, continuing on your growth journey and acting off of your ascension, being the best version of yourself. It's like, you know that that's the right way you should be going, the best path, but you also don't feel completely fulfilled. Like trying to fix the camera. It's like crooked. A little bit. So it's kind of hard, you know, to decide what to do. All right, let's see. What else is going on in the present for them? We have the Seven of Wands, the Hangman in reverse, and the Three of Pentacles. So the universe is trying to work with you, but it's been really difficult for you nowadays. It seems like you were able to manifest better in the past. And it's like almost like you didn't even have to manifest in the past. You know, things just came to you. You were like a walking manifestation. But it's like, how is it that I know more now and my power is less effective now? That's where I feel you guys. But the universe is trying to get you to see Seven of Wands. It's not that your power is less effective. Your power is more effective now. But you're attracting a higher level quality partner to you. So yes, things are going to be different. Yes, it is going to be slower because you're not just attracting any old body that can come in, ruin your progress, or waste your time. You're not manifesting a time waster. You're not manifesting that same person you had in the past. For most of you, you're trying to manifest something bigger and better, so it takes more time. But, you know, I just feel like there's this internal fight with yourself of wanting to, you know, give up in the belief of the power of manifestation, give up in the belief of the universe and the power of spirit or the divine, because the results aren't reflecting. Yeah, we have the Sun card in reverse and the Emperor. So you guys are doing a really, like an exceptionally good job being strong. You're doing a really, really good job being strong, really good job sticking to what you know you want and what you know is best for you. And I don't see that you've given up yet. I just see, again, another two here, the Two of Pentacles. It's like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. You're juggling the older version of yourself and the newer version of yourself. And I was just saying this in a reading that I did the other day. A lot of times we start to doubt our progress if we don't have the opportunity to apply it because we don't have that proof. Like, okay, I've set a boundary with someone after I grew, after that, you know, hard experience I had an opportunity to set a boundary with a family member. So I know that I've changed and I know that I'm, you know, closer to where I want to be. But with you guys, I don't feel like you've gotten the chance to like really apply everything that you know and that you've learned. So it's making you question, like, have I grown? Have I learned? Like, am I really farther on my path? Like, has this all been a lie? You guys are in a very interesting position here. Any final messages on the future? What do they need to know? Or sorry, on the present. What do they need to know about the present? Ooh, one of them flew out. Wow, the Six of Wands and the Princess of Cups. The universe is like, I recognize that you've been trying. I recognize that you have been working and you've definitely grown, Princess of Cups. Six of Wands, you know, your path is not going to look like everyone else's path now because those manifestation techniques that everyone else is using, they're not going to work for you because you do know more. You know, and you're using yourself like, you know, I feel like you guys are still a walking manifestation. You're using yourself as your own oracle. When you want to know something, you're not automatically jumping, you know, to ask your friends for advice. You're, you know, tapping into your higher self and saying, what do I feel? And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Pentacles. So this is a high stakes game, which is funny because now I just looked over at the first deck I pulled from to get the past. And the underlying energy, the bottom of the deck, we got long-term relationship. So all of this that you've been through in the past and even in the present is getting you 10 of Cups, long-term relationship. Or sorry, 10 of Pentacles, long-term relationship. But long-term relationship would be 10 of Cups energy if this was like a tarot deck. 10 of Pentacles is like that long-term stability. It's like power couple energy. So you're definitely still growing, working on your path. Let's see what's up for the future for you guys. Where do I want to go? All right, let's go here. Spirit, tell me about the future. What can they expect? We got the 6 of Air, the Page of Water, and the 4 of Water as far as the future you're walking into. For the Page of Water, intuitive, sensitive, artistic, and friendly, it says. A new person enters your life. A relationship brings a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. Literally exactly what I was just saying. You're entering a new phase. Your future, you're going to get in another relationship and it's going to be a lot better. It says a relationship brings a new phase. That means that all of this work that's been done in the past is amounting to something, was for a reason. It definitely has a purpose, and that's where you're going. It's always been the underlying energy. Heightened psychic abilities as well. So that definitely lets me know about your spiritual work and your spiritual progress. That's going to be coming to a head as well, which is why you've been using yourself as your own oracle and coming to yourself for answers, like tapping into how you feel versus allowing someone else to tell you what your situation is for you. So we got the 6 of Air. Things are looking up. The end of a difficult situation, taking a trip. Ooh. So you guys may be going on a vacation. You may get a work opportunity or an opportunity to travel, an opportunity to go out of town, do something fun. You may also be traveling, with your next partner. And then things are looking up. The end of a difficult situation. So the future is this is ending. And I feel it ending rather quickly. We're going to pull some cards to get a time frame next. And then we have the 4 of Water, missing an opportunity, discontent, or boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities. This is the future energy. I don't feel like you're fully out of the present energy, and we don't go from present to future overnight. You know what I mean? So I feel like this is still something you're going to be struggling with. You don't immediately go from like a 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, stuck between a rock and a hard place in an instant, you know? So the universe is keeping it all the way real, which I appreciate, letting you know you're still going to be feeling like discontent, bored, not that hopeful, really kind of struggling, but this is definitely an internal struggle. And I feel like you feel like you're missing an opportunity, or you feel like, because you've been waiting for, like I said, the high stakes, like you're playing a high stakes game because you've been waiting for a better partner. You feel like I'm missing out on dating opportunities now. And it's like, yeah, technically, but with people that you don't want, people that can't take you further, people who aren't going to level you up, people who aren't going to be like a step towards the positive and what you want. So yeah, technically you are missing an opportunity, but not anything worth not anything worth anything. Let's get into some when energy, if we can. Oh, we flat out got the romance card that came out of this deck. And this is the Angel Answers deck. This deck only has 1 romantic card and the entire thing. So let's see. Ooh, we got romance, we got opportunity, which is funny because this card said missing an opportunity, the 4 of Water. And like I said, this is an opportunity for romance coming towards you, and it's the right opportunity. I do feel like Group 1, you are missing out on opportunities, but opportunities that don't serve you. The only thing I could think that is kind of like this is like, how some celebrities feel like all attention is good attention, and some celebrities are like, no, not all attention is not good attention. That's exactly what it is here. Not every opportunity is an opportunity you should take. Not every opportunity is an opportunity that you want. I just had my ex call me a couple days ago. Did I answer? No, because I don't want nothing to do with that. And that was an opportunity to start a cycle in my personal life over again. And I know I don't want it. You know what I mean? So not every opportunity is a good opportunity. Ooh, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not gonna keep going. Oh my God, at the bottom of the deck, we have big happy changes, but the card that just flew out for you was in the next few weeks. So I felt that quick. It's coming in so hot. You know, honestly, I feel like there may be like something keeping you away from your partner, like perhaps distance, maybe something out of your control, because the universe is giving us an answer where it's like, listen, the soonest we can bring this relationship in is the soonest you will have them. There's nothing, you know, the hold up here. It's not a matter of, oh, you got all this work to do and there's actually something like bigger really sitting in your way. It's really a matter for you guys of the soonest we can bring this through is the soonest it will come. But because you're manifesting someone who's high level, you're not like, you're not in close proximity to them. It's gonna be more difficult to attract, you know, like for an example, if you're attracting a one-night stand, you can go to a bar tonight and you can get a one-night stand, or you can download a dating app tonight and get a one-night stand. But if, say you had a goal, okay, I want to date someone who's successful, I want to date a millionaire, you think it's going to be easy to find a millionaire at a bar? You think you're going to be able to find a millionaire tonight on a dating app? Probably not. You know what I mean? And that's your situation here. So let's see what else the universe has to say or any advice. I'm glad that this is coming in rather quickly for you guys. I'm also feeling a big shift coming over. This could be an opportunity as well, coming within the next few weeks, that's linking you to romance, because I keep hearing travel. We did have that card of travel before, so let's see. Oh, we got the Risk It card. Oh my God. We have Risk It, a new day, and wishes fulfilled. I love it. So this one's Risk It. Okay, at the back of Risk It, it says, great things are born for those who are brave enough to fly, those who are willing to risk failure. Your dreams require action and you're ready to make a move. Remember, you have nothing to lose. Even if you flop, you'll receive valuable insight. So get off your butt, take a leap, and go for it. Wow, so you guys, some of you guys, like your life purpose may be tied to romance for you. And it's like, soon as you stop, you know, chasing after something, soon as you stop focusing on something, that's when it comes back to you, you know? Soon as you block your ex or you admit, you know, okay, you know what, they weren't good for me, I'm gonna open myself up to nothing, something else, now they're calling you, talking about nothing. But for some of you, there's an opportunity that you're getting, and the universe is telling you, take the risk, even if it's like out of your comfort zone, it requires travel, etc. Take the risk. Then we have wishes fulfilled. Your wishes have been germinating. They're deeply planted in soil in the loving universe. Fulfillment is here just around the corner. Seriously, we had within a few weeks, like quick changes for you. But faith is required. And that's what I feel you guys are struggling with the most. When we put ourselves out there, it's easy to get deflated if we want doesn't materialize right away. Have confidence. You're more than capable of manifesting your deepest desires. It's all happening, dear one. So it's just crazy. I always freak out when the readings align so well like this and everything we talked about is reiterated in the end, because it's just confirmation on top of confirmation. But that's what I say, you know, you're manifesting your deepest desire. So yeah, it's going to take a while. And I feel like that's what you guys have been doubting, you know, like, is my manifestation working? Am I even powerful? It's all coming together. And then the last one, we have the New Day card. Let go of what was in order to make room for what's to come. It may be time to release a relationship that's run its course, a job that's lost its luster, a depleting commitment. The past is over. What's done is done. Acknowledge the feelings, learn from the experience, and give yourself permission to release any negative emotions or guilt. When one area of our life falls apart, new opportunities fall into place. So I feel like you guys are going through a whole life transition here. Your love story, I feel like, started off in third-party situations, or started off with a lot of empty promises. You know, your love story started off when you were rather young, I feel, too, for most of you guys, or maybe like, you know, college, like when you really started to come out, because fun times with friends, it kind of feels like a lot of partying. And I do feel like there was a genuine connection that you had in the past, but it was like a connection that was meant to help you grow, help you learn, etc. And then moving into the present space, it's like you guys are kind of doubting, is something really coming? Doubting your manifestation power, doubting the powers of the universe, whether, you know, it's all been a lie. And then in the future, that's when things get really juicy. We got some travel, still some doubt, keep it real. But we got opportunity and romance. Things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation. A new person enters your life, bringing in a new phase in your life. And we have wishes fulfilled. I'm really feeling like an opportunity. An opportunity. And then we have a new day. So that just kind of solidifies the transformation energy. So let's see. Ooh, okay, so we have sensual energy. So you guys are likely feeling, you may have an overactive sacral at this time. Like it's like you just really crave physical touch. That's the creative power. A lot of times when you are, you know, feeling like you have an overly active sacral, it's like you want to get this energy out because it's building and building and building within you. And when you don't see things reflected in the 3D, for one, that doesn't give you like, you know, an opportunity to release. And also like when you don't see things reflected in the 3D, you're like, okay, so I'm just, you know, I'm just feeling it. Like, you know what I mean? And you don't really have a reason why. So things are moving in the background for you. That would be a very telling sign if you have a super active sacral right now. You're always feeling like, you know, you want to get it in. We have home. There may be changes in the home. You may be moving. Ancient wisdom, definitely confirming that transformation and that ascension that you've gone through. And then we have abundance. So I definitely feel like money and love are tied in some way, somehow for you guys. Let me get one more message for you. One more message for group one, please. We have green Tara with supreme protection. You're protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation and trust is what that says. Perfect description of everything that we've talked about. Cords are being cut. You're cut. I don't know why I can't talk today. You are moving into a new phase. You're protected right now. Your manifestations are protected. And it's up to you to really just lean into trust and move beyond limitation. And that's it, you guys. That's what I have for you, group one. You can always hit me up on Etsy if you want to go deeper, if you want your own private tarot reading. That will always be linked in the description. And that was your pile. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group two with the Amethyst Point and the Santa Muerte Tarot, this is your reading. We're getting into past, present, future, okay? Your love story, your path to finding love, when, advice from the universe, what, like anything we can get. So let's clear the past out of the way and see what you guys have experienced. I'm including the past as confirmation so you know that this is your pile, because I know most people who are looking forward are going to be wanting to know, like, you know, what's coming, and trust and believe. We're getting into that. I'm not going to spend too much time on the past, but just to get that confirmation. So let's see. Well, first of all, this is something that I didn't expect. I get an energy where in the past, this kind of feels like the present a little bit too, though. We have scorn and confidence. So this is like an energy of you really finding yourself and standing up for yourself. This could be how your last relationship ended. You took a stand and you said, this is how you're supposed to love me, or this is how this relationship is supposed to go, and because it isn't, I'm dipping. Or, you know, they loved you because you were naive and you were young, but as soon as you started to grow your confidence and really come into yourself and you started to, you know, really get into your style and step into your truest self, someone started to become bitter. Oh my God, I hate that. When I was younger, I feel like a lot of young girls deal with this, like around like 15, 16, 17, 18, you know, you'll start to hear guys notice the changes within you, and it could be family too, and the things that they say to you are just so disgusting. Like they'll say things like, you know, you're not cute little innocent Jazz anymore. That's my name. You're not cute little innocent Jazz anymore. You know, oh, you've grown up now. Or they'll tell you you're getting fast, and it's like, dude, shut the up. You know, But the tapping into this energy, I feel like there was some sort of like really sharp turning point that happened in like a 3-month period. You had this crazy glow up and it happened really fast, or you stood up for yourself and it came out of the blue because you had always been run over or something like that, and someone was so salty about it. But I feel like you stood up for yourself and ended it in a way. Even if it ended like both parties admitting at the same time, okay, let's walk away, I feel like you initiated this ending with this glow up or this growing of confidence. And before that, honestly, the relationship was really, really good. Like, it feels like puppy love. Like, I feel like in the beginning it was really, really good. You know, almost like love bombing, because it was so intense in the beginning. And then we have too many cooks in the kitchen. So, you know, I'm getting a bit of a hypocritical energy where someone was like, oh, you got a bunch of people liking you now, and they started to make little comments and make you feel insecure, and then it made you want to tether yourself more to them. But then they had their own people that they were talking to. So it's like, okay, what are we really doing here? What are you really saying? Because you're talking to people romantically. So what, like, how can you get on me? You know what I mean? Like, and it just got a bit messy. Then we have out of the blue. This is giving me either one of two energies. This person either kind of comes in and out of your life. This could be a karmic connection, or like I said, the change definitely happened out of the blue, but I feel like you really kind of stood up for yourself out of the blue. Something out of the blue. Apply that to your situation. Ooh. Ooh, at the bottom of the deck, we got cats out of the bag, and then self-love flew out. So that's that glow up. That's that confidence that you guys had. Standing up for yourself really came out of the blue. They were absolutely shook by it. Absolutely shook and thrown off by it. They're like, you know, who are you? And they try to make you feel guilty for standing up for yourself or doing what they did, or, you know, for growing. And it's just like, they should be ashamed. Because I feel like they took advantage of your youth in some way. This person could be significantly older than you, like at least 5 years older than you. And the 5-year gap matters. When you're 15, if someone's 5 years older than you, it's not like if you're 30 and you're dating someone who's 35. Those are very significant years where, yes, age gaps matter. And someone may have been creeping on you. So anyways, let's get into the present and keep going. But if that resonated with you, this is definitely your pile. Even if it didn't, you can stick along if you're still feeling like there's a message for you, or definitely pick another pile, because like I said, I'm including the past for every single pile, and yours felt really kind of specific. So 10 of Pentacles, right now you guys are trying to get to the bag, honestly. We got the 9 of Cups in reverse. This is kind of an energy of not feeling ready for a romantic relationship. But honestly, with the 9 of Cups in reverse and the 10 of Pentacles, it kind of feels like you're throwing yourself into work. It's not that you're genuinely not ready. I feel like you're kind of using your work perhaps as an excuse, you know, to not get your hopes up and to admit that that's something that you want at this time. And I feel like that's because of your relationship in general that you have with love. This is bothering the heck out of me. Like, I can never focus when the camera is crooked like this. But yeah, I feel like that's a little bit like, you know, you're kind of throwing yourself into work. Okay, so we got the Star card here and the 6 of Pentacles. Wow, very abundant energy. So you guys are working on your career, you're working on bettering yourself, you're working on getting in alignment with a better quality partner. Also, I feel like you guys want to work your way up the ranks so you can have access to people who have more abundance. And I'm hearing people call you bougie, but you know, there's nothing wrong with that. You want more for yourself. Like, I feel like people in your past kind of look down on you a little bit for wanting more instead of staying stuck with them. But we have the Tower in reverse. You're like, I'm not accepting this life. But at the same time, Knight of Wands, I do feel like the past still heavily affects you, and there's something that hasn't been completely let go of from the past. This could be a person, this could be something that you do. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so to a degree, Knight of Wands in reverse, you haven't really addressed the past and you're almost just ignoring it because it's infuriating the fact that these people who have darn near like taken advantage of you even have the nerve to come out of their mouth and say anything about you. It's like, how delusional are you? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like you have come to the conclusion that people you've dealt with in your past, no shade, but don't have the mental capacity to even understand what they put you through. So you're choosing to move on and ignore it because you're like, they don't know. They don't have the ability to understand. So if I were to go off on them, you know, they would genuinely feel like I'm attacking them or hurt because they just don't have the mental capacity, the emotional intelligence to understand what they've done or what really happened, you know? So I feel like things are kind of like untied in your past because people are still talking about you. And it's like, you don't want to go off on them because you're going to seem like the bad guy because you know that they don't understand. But it's still kind of like, it just irritates you. So we got the Four of Wands. That is marriage energy. So in the present, your marriage material, whether or not you're looking for marriage, I don't see that. Nine of Cups in reverse, Ten of Pentacles in reverse. You may want marriage, but looking is action oriented. You know what I mean? So that's like, I'm going out of my way to date people and to actually find my future wife, my future husband. I don't feel like you guys are doing that. I feel like you're more focused on getting to the bag, more focused on, you know, your abundance and, you know, you're just kind of ready and wait. Ten of Swords in reverse. It's a very interesting energy you guys have because you're not carrying a low vibrational energy like you've been through a whole lot or like this bitterness in your heart. It's irritating when you hear certain things from time to time, but yeah, at the bottom of the deck we got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I'm not playing these games with you folks. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like once you fully are able to be married or in a life partnership, living with your partner or, you know, with your long-term romantic partner, that's when you'll fully like cut ties with the past because you'll truly be in a different space. You guys may be wanting to move. Yeah, look at this. Queen of Pentacles. This is you literally leveling up right now. So that is your current energy, your present energy. Let's get into the future. Spirit, can you tell me what's coming for group 2? What can they look forward to? What is next for group 2? Well, we have the Seven of Water. So as you continue to level yourself up, you're just becoming more and more valuable. So a complex decision, the need to do research. Don't procrastinate is what it says at the bottom of the card. If you consume a lot of tarot, this is the Seven of Cups in a traditional tarot deck. So, you know, it's like having a lot of options, you know, being able to kind of take your pick. Also needing to pick something. Oh, we got the Empress and the Wheel. Wow, you guys. This is your future. The Empress with Archangel Gabriel, the Wheel with Archangel Michael. The Empress, lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. I feel like you're going to be a mother soon or a parent if you're not already, or you're linking up with someone who has children. I feel marriage for you guys. I do get more of a serious energy and you're birthing something. This could be you guys having fur babies. This could be you guys having fish, okay, birds, a farm, or just starting your new life together. But I'm definitely getting like an energy of two people coming together and birthing something. And then we have the Wheel. And I feel like you've spun the wheel a few times on life and you got a lot of different things, you know. A time of positive change, a situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side is what it says at the bottom of that one. So I absolutely love it. Your future is looking real, real bright, you guys. A lot of positivity coming in your future. And then we got the Moon. We're getting a bunch of major arcana too for you from this one. All right, we got the moon and the 3 of air. So the moon with Archangel Haniel. Important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. So the universe is letting you know there's a lot going on behind the scenes, and that's exactly how it feels, because like I said, I cannot get over that energy of 10 of Pentacles in reverse, 9 of Cups in reverse. Like, you're not betting on the past. You're not trying to force that to get better. You're focused on bettering yourself. Queen of Pentacles, leveling up, getting in alignment to your wish fulfillment, making your life a life of luxury, a life of joy where you get to travel, meet new people, have new experiences, have more than where you grew up from. 3 of air, this one says, great sadness, take time to heal, need to forgive yourself and others. That's why I chose this deck today, because the energy shifted like that for group 1 as well. And it was definitely meant to be. The universe wanted me to use this deck so that we can fully acknowledge the truth, because that's something that we don't do enough. You know, a lot of times we look so far into the future and we ignore all of the negative or the low vibrational parts of our lives. The truth is, you're going to have to heal what has happened in the past. And I feel like you've gone through a big chunk of healing, and then you started to grow and level up. But there's also, like, I feel like this needs a resolution. This may be you standing up to people once again and telling them to keep your name out of their mouth. Or this may be like the sadness of you looking back when you are in this married position or with your life partner and realizing, I cannot believe I let myself go through all of that. You know what I mean? Like, even though there's, you know, a new beginning in every ending, and there's things to be excited for, a lot of times people don't understand their emotions and why they cry when there's happy things, you know, happening. And it's because there's still a part of you that you have to mourn, a part of you that you're so proud of as well. But to fully look at, I feel like, you know, once you're really in that new life and you're completely safe with your new partner, safe in your abundance, like safe financially, living the life of your dreams, then you can fully acknowledge and look at the past. And that's going to be very hard, because you're going to have to be completely real about everything you've been through, because it's finally safe for you to do so. You know what I mean? Some things we don't process right away because we literally can't. We can't handle it at this time. If you don't feel safe where you are, it's going to be hard for you to fully look at your past for all that it was and really acknowledge all of that, because it can easily send you into a spiral. And if you don't have a partner that you can depend on to pick you up or to help you, that, you know, your body is going to know he can't take it right now. She can't take it right now. And you're just going to keep moving forward. But I feel like once you fully step into this Empress hood, into this wheel where things are magical for you and very abundant and safe, you're going to fully look at the past, and it's going to feel so heavy. And it's also going to feel very like cleansing water over you. You know what I mean? Cleansing, very cleansing, but it's bittersweet. All right, let's get into the when. Let's see if we can get some when on this. We got it's up to you. So I feel like I said, a lot of this is where you are right now. I feel like you guys know that you can attract a partner to you like this, but you're not exactly where you want to be. You know, like where you are now, the options that you have are good, but they're not the best of what you could get. So I feel like you're still climbing that ladder. And then as soon as you're kind of where you want to be, like career-wise or money-wise, that's when you're going to open yourself up to love. Because like I said, right now you're in 4 of Wands energy, and that's just on period. 4 of Wands is married energy. And the universe, at the bottom of the deck, we have don't stop. So the universe is telling you, keep going, reach for the stars. But you're already, you know, someone else's perfect bride. You're already someone else's perfect groom, you know? You're already marriage material, but it's like what you want, you still kind of want to grow to get there. So I feel like, you know, like I said, right now, even though you're marriage material, you're focused more on other things. And the universe is like, it's up to you. As soon as you open yourself up, you're going to attract someone like this. You know what I mean? But I feel like you're not where you want to be to attract love yet. You know what I mean? I feel like you really understand the energetics and how things work, and you're like, okay, maybe right now I'm in a good spot, but 3 months from now, after I get that promotion, I'm gonna have access to a lot better people, even better now, and I won't have to go to the events with my, you know, partner that I settled with. You know what I mean? Like, I'll really have some serious arm candy, someone who's really successful if I just wait a little bit longer. So it's really up to you. It can happen in 3 months. When you get a promotion, it can happen a year from now. The universe is saying, regardless, remain positive and trust yourself. And I feel like that's something that you've really been initiated into trusting yourself. Because there was already like a little bit of a back and forth, I feel, with that scorn and confidence. And especially since a lot of people like to use guilt against you for whatever reason. A lot of people in your past, like, you're seriously gonna move on, you're so bougie, you think you're better than us, da 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 da, like that kind of stuff. Or, you know, you've changed, you know, people try to throw in your face your self-growth, and it's like, okay, but who was I when I was of value to you? You didn't care about my feelings. You didn't care about how I was suffering. You don't even have the emotional capacity to understand what I went through with you. So how dare you speak on my present or my future? And that's where we keep getting into the same spot where it's like, I just have to keep going, and I can't even acknowledge all of that yet because I'm not safe enough to do so. I'm not where I want to be financially to even address all of that. But there's some shit going on here. There's some stuff, heavy stuff in your past, and some people who, honestly, I can feel the rage. I resonate with this pile so much because, you know, I've experienced this in my own timeline, and it's just like baffling when people of your past that caused the hurt and harm have the audacity to even speak on your life. Like, it just fills me with rage. It really does. And I don't get very angry. Not often. So we have stop comparing, notice the blessings, and listen to your today. Stop comparing. Apples don't compare themselves to oranges. Stars don't compete with other stars. They know that there's room for all to shine in this ever-expanding universe, so embrace your differences. Celebrate your quirks and kinks. Ooh. Bring your fullest expression of self forward and champion others when they do the same. Yeah, the universe is saying you don't change. You're in the right path. Don't allow these people to bring you down. But just know, I can feel it in my heart space right now, and my throat chakra feel like they're on fire. So I feel like it's hard for you, obviously, because you can't really speak what you want to speak and say what you want to say right now. And also your heart is like bursting. It's like, you don't even know how much I care for you and how much I loved you and how much I was willing to do for you. Or maybe you do, and that's why you took advantage. We're not gonna go there, but I feel it. I feel it like, ooh, you couldn't even say everything you wanted to say. No matter how bad we feel, our bodies are working on our behalf to create health and vitality. Meet your body halfway by acting on the messages it sends you. Whether it's a whisper or a roar, don't ignore what you hear. Listen to your body. It wants the best for you, which is so funny because I was just talking about my heart space and my throat chakra. So the universe is telling you, scream if you need to scream. Try to find a productive way to do this. Like, you know, they have like little places where you can go and throw plates and things like that. If you have one of those in your city, you know, go paintballing, do something dirty, get dirty in the mud, allow yourself to live out that rage, or like start a kickboxing class or something like that, or try like some, I don't know, I want you to go Kung Fu Panda on the like, I want you to get all up, like whatever you want to do, you know, to channel this energy in a healthy way. Like, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. And then we have noticed the blessings. Butterflies may be significant to you as well. Gratitude puts us in a position of having instead of wanting, thanking rather than complaining. When we focus on what we already have and take stock of our blessings, we get more blessings. What are you grateful for? Share it with yourself and others. Yourself and others moving forward. The universe is again telling you, do not change because of these people. Do not allow them to have a lasting impact on you to the point where you're missing out on future opportunities because you're cold to people coming in because of what you've been through. Continue to be yourself, whatever that looks like. Like I said, you know, embrace your quirks and your kinks. This pile is so heavy. I don't even know how to like really end this one because I feel like there's still so much we could talk about. But that's what the universe wants you to know. Like I said, love is honestly going to come into you, like into your life whenever you allow it to, whenever you want it to. I feel like you guys are really in control, really in the driver's seat. And, you know, you're going to call it to you when you know that you're ready and when you're at your peak. So you can get the best of the best because you refuse to suffer anymore. I love it. I resonate with it. I'm here for you. I love it. You guys can always hit me up on Etsy. You know that if you want to go deeper, or if you want your own private tarot reading, my Etsy is always linked in the description. And that was your pal, group 2. Go little rock star. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the rose cord points and the tarot of the divine, this is your reading. We're getting into past, present, and future for you, your love story, your path to finding love, and when. Also advice from the universe. I've been explaining this to every group. The reason why I'm getting into the past, because most people are like, I know what happened in my past. I just want to know what's coming in the future, like most of us do. However, the past is going to tell us whether or not this is the right pile for you, and we're not going to spend a lot of time on it. I'm also giving you another perspective of what happened in the past and how that played a role in your love story. So let's see. Spirit, what did they experience in love in the past? What was their past of their love story? We have commitment. So it's looking like you guys have been in a relationship. Interestingly enough, we got the I won't keep asking card. So this could be an energy of someone who kind of pressured you into a relationship really quickly. Or this could be an energy of you putting up with someone, dealing with them. I'm hearing 2 to 3 years for a while. For you dealing with someone for a while and you're like, listen, I'm not going to keep begging and asking for this commitment. You know what I want. You know what I'm looking for. And if you're not in alignment with that, if you don't have the ability to give me that, then I'm going to move on. We have the 3 of crowd card as well. So you may have been in a third party situation, or this may have been a situation where you dated someone and then you guys split up. And every relationship after that, you guys would both come back to each other. So they would come back to you once they were done dating whoever they dated next. And you may have been in a relationship, or if you were free, then you guys started to deal with each other again. Or this could be you know, kind of pressuring someone to make a decision like, listen, 3 is a crowd. I'm not going to do this third party stuff with you. Like, you know, if you want me, if you're going to commit with me, to me, then that's what it's going to be. And then the tides definitely changed at a point. I feel like you guys chose to follow your bliss. We got the In Heaven card at the bottom of the deck. But after a while, it just turned out to be a very toxic situation, because I feel like this person took you for granted, or they thought that they could never lose you. You know, we got the Plenty of Fish in the Sea card, which is crazy because we also have the Persuasion card. So I feel like they were trying so hard to tell you and convince you that they wanted to be with you, but at the same time, like, they were still entertaining other options. And it's like, you know, what you're doing does not reflect what you're saying. And then I feel like you guys just said, you know what, I don't think I'm their person, and you broke free from the situation. We have just not that into you and breaking free. If you truly loved me, if you truly wanted to be with me, if you truly felt like I was your person, you would not be doing this. So you chose to walk away. You chose to move on with your life. Like, you chose to keep it pushing. You're like, listen, I know what I want, and what I want is a commitment, and it doesn't look like you're giving me that. But I feel like I said, I was getting 2 to 3. I feel like you guys waited quite a while. And then it started to just get toxic. We got Vampire and Respect My Space. So I feel like this person was really pushing you away. Once they felt like the slight sting of you really about to be done with them, or you opening yourself up to other options, then they started to, you know, really push you away and become vampiric. Like, every communication was toxic, or everything like was always like a third party situation or a to and fro. It was never just really, really good. And then we have long-term relationship and chemistry. So it doesn't surprise me. Like, we have positive thinking here too. So I feel like this is why you hung on to the relationship so long, or why it lasted so long, because when it was good, it was good. And this was a long-term partner, maybe not like consistently, but like you guys, like I said, I felt like you guys would always kind of come back to each other. So this could be a karmic of yours. But yeah, long-term relationship and chemistry, you know, positive thinking. I feel like you were like, man, they just need to grow, or they just need to change, and we can be together. Like, you saw the potential, like this can be good. But I feel like at a certain point, you just had to say, you know what, this I'm not going to make someone tell me they don't want me twice or a million times. I'm just going to break free from this situation because they're pushing me away. And if they really, really wanted it, they would push and fight for this. You know what I mean? I feel like that's the way you had to look at it so that you could just move on. You had to be completely black and white about it, even though there's a hell of a gray area here. All right, with that being said, let's move to the present. So where are you now? What's happening now in your love life? We got the Hermit in reverse, okay. So it's looking like you're ready for King of Wands in reverse. Wow. Okay, so I feel like there's a little bit of an energy of kind of losing faith, like in the male species or in the female species. Like, there's definitely an energy here of feeling like, I don't know who can be a King of Wands for me, or even if that's possible. Is it even, like, does this person even exist? So I feel like you guys are on a quest to see if this is even real. Right now, Hermit in reverse, I don't feel like you're hung up or stuck on any one person at this point. You're trying to open yourself up to other options, open yourself up to a new cycle, a new path. Because that can also be their energy, you know, especially if they have a lot of fire in their chart. King of Wands, they're not acting right. You know, Hermit in reverse, you're not going to stay stuck on this person, on this situation. You're choosing to, like, go against the grain and break free. Nine of Wands in reverse, this relationship hasn't been serving you. And in the back of the, let me turn it around so you can see. In the back of the Nine of Wands card, the house is on fire. And you're like, I have to run away from this town. Everything is on fire. This isn't working. You guys may be wanting to go, I feel like an energy of you guys wanting to make a physical move as well for some of you. And then we have the Ten of Coins. So your present energy is fulfillment. If it's not fulfillment, it's not in your life, you know. Ten of Coins is definitely an energy of really trying to set yourself up for success. Trying to build a new foundation with new friends, because I feel like even your old friends, either, you know, you lost touch with it being in the midst of this relationship, or you don't resonate with anymore. But there's definitely an energy of like kicking out, like, I want new everything, new furniture, wanting to start over. My mom did that one time. She had a relationship when I was younger, and we literally moved cities, and she like left everything. Like, she gave away, she put all of our furniture, all of our everything in that house, everything in that apartment she put on the curb, and people were literally coming to pick it up because it was like nice stuff. My mom's a little bougie. She likes, you know, luxury. She likes nice things. And girl, she left all of that stuff on the ledge. She's like, I just want new. Like, she was just like, nope, I'm not bringing any of this energy into our new house. She literally took me on a shopping spree at Forever 21. Forever 21 was like my favorite store back then. I was young. We didn't take anything. Like, I mean, there's very few things, very few things that we took. We moved cities, and we moved into a new home and got all new stuff. Like, she was like, I don't even want the energy, the memory of this person, or even this life anywhere near me. So Two of Coins in reverse, Judgment in reverse, this is definitely an energy of you not accepting your fate, you not accepting your current path and going for more. You know, Judgment is an energy, an opportunity to be set free, but I feel like you're setting yourself free. You know, there's an energy of feeling like, you know, I'm not waiting for a hero. I'm not waiting for a God to save me. I'm going to save myself. I'm going to do this for myself. Two of Coins in reverse, this is like zero attachment to the past. Because Two of Coins can be a little bit of a juggling energy, like usually juggling the past and the future. But with you guys, you're like, I want all new. I want to be in a new space. I want to have new things. Like, I want to get completely away from this. If it's not going to be him, if it's not going to be her, if it's not going to be this person, everything is literally going to be completely new and completely different. So I feel like that's where you are doing a lot of purging as well. We got the Six of Swords in reverse, Ten of Cups in reverse. This is like not rewriting history, but rewriting your story in general. Like, okay, that's how it started, but I'm taking this all the way left. Like, this is a plot twist in your story right now. Right now, you're in a plot twist, so you may be very emotional right now, okay? Really affected by the moon, really affected by your time of the month if you're a woman, really affected by the collective energy. And it's like anything can make you cry these days, or anything can make you frustrated these days. You may get really frustrated easily because of the point you're at right now, and you're in a very emotional space, and it's because you're doing a lot of clearing. And in order to clear, you gotta open the door. You know what I mean? You can't clear out your apartment without opening the door and putting everything on the curb, and that's what you're doing. But just know, when you open that door, you are releasing a bunch. So yeah, you're overly emotional, but just know it's not because, you know, you're feeling sorry for yourself and you're feeling sad and pathetic. It's because you're clearing. You're not accepting this version of reality, and you're going for more. 6 of Swords in reverse, 10 of Cups in reverse. That's like, okay, that didn't work out. All right. Well, if that's not going to work out, if that's not going to be my happily ever after, I want something totally, completely different. Wow. At the bottom of the deck, we got the Emperor. You guys are in your masculine energy for sure. Doing a lot of clearing, doing the heavy lifting, and this is mind, body, and soul. You know, you may be literally going through a workout or a health kick, you know, changing your diet, changing your health, doing a lot of working out, at-home workouts, or getting a gym membership. Mind, you know, doing a lot of shadow work, a lot of journaling, a lot of clearing. And then soul, you know, ascending and addressing, you know, those demons, addressing your shadow side and getting everyone, you know, mind, body, and soul. You may be seeing a lot of 3-3-3 or combinations of 3. And also a lot of 4s, combinations of 4s I'm feeling for you guys as well. All right, cool. So with that being said, we got the past, we got the present. Let's get into the future. Spirit, show us the future of group 3. We got the Ace of Fire. I feel like you guys are there now. And the 3 of Water. See, this is why I was called to use this deck today, because I like never use this deck, but the universe wants us to get a full picture of everything that's happening. Ace of Fire, a new exciting opportunity, career advancement, change your life now is what it says at the bottom of that card, and that's exactly what you're doing, and you're going to be doing more of that in the future. So Ace of Fire, it said career advancement and an exciting opportunity. This could be an opportunity to move. This could be an opportunity to your job, like paying you to go be the manager of a store, like in a different city, like give some sort of like crazy opportunity to move, or to literally like, you know, scrap this life and start a new one. The universe is really helping you with that. So if anything, I would manifest that and allow everything else to fall into place. 3 of Water, a celebration, a wedding, a graduation, or birth announcement, the need to have more fun. So there's definitely an energy here of, you know, celebration, a wedding, graduation. I feel like this graduation, again, is giving me that mind, body, and soul energy, where it's like, you know, you're graduating in terms of having a physical glow up, graduating in terms of an emotional glow up, and spiritually. Birth announcement. I feel like you guys are moving. Definitely starting something new though, and it's worth celebrating, but I feel like it's going to be a celebration with family, whereas usually you may have really liked to spend a lot of time with your friends, but I feel you guys kind of getting back to basics and spending more times with family, or like people who you didn't really value before, like relationships that you kind of like didn't lean on before, and now you're leaning on, because these are genuinely supportive people that have enough familiarity to you where they can celebrate with you, but not too much to where they feel like, you know, they have to overstep their boundaries and be a part of your new beginning. Because ultimately, I feel like you guys are going on your own. Like seriously, I feel like your new life is going to be on your own. Like this move, I just feel you guys kind of alone here, and you're making new friends, but you're only taking you with you. Like you're not taking the past with you in any way. So we have the 7 of water and the 9 of fire, a complex decision, the need to do research, stop procrastinating. So honestly, you could be the one picking yourself up and moving yourself. You know, you may make the move and then the universe is blessing you with a career opportunity after you make the move. Be open to what the universe is calling you to do. If you've been called towards a certain city, the universe is saying this is the time to take that plunge, okay? Stop procrastinating, just do it. I will support you. And then we have the 9 of fire. Don't give up. Protect that which you've created. Have courage and belief in yourself. Don't start to squander your money, especially since it's like tax season. You know, if you're getting a huge lump sum, you know what? Finesse that money, you know? Take that money and apply it towards your new life and use that lump sum to really, you know, catapult yourself into the life that you want. All right, let's get a time frame on this. We have look for a sign. So the universe is trying to communicate with you. Get more information wanted to come out as well. And then under that, we have the flat out yes card. So I feel like there's a piece of information that's missing or something that you've been downloaded a few times that you may have overlooked and ignored. Look for a sign or an omen. I'm seeing a white owl in my mind's eye. I wish I could see an owl. I've only seen owls one time. I went to an owl cafe when I was in Japan, but I've never seen an owl just like in the woods or anything. I want to see an owl like just in its natural habitat so freaking bad. But I'm seeing a white owl for you guys as a sign for a few of you. Look for a sign, get more information. I'm also seeing a dove. I'm seeing the dove emoji. If you see that like in the next 10 minutes, that's definitely a sign for you, like the dove emoji. I feel like, yeah, we have big happy changes, but the universe is kind of like being a little bit mysterious, and I don't want to push it too far, but let me try to get one more. Okay, we got a few that came out. So what do we got? We have romance and yes. So half of this deck are like time related, half of it isn't. And for you guys, the universe is telling me yes, you're going to get in a romantic situation and it's going to be a hell yes. Like it's going to be really, really good here. Big happy changes as well. That's definitely giving me a new energy. It's giving me an energy of starting a family. If you already have a child, this is like your new partner, fully embracing your child, fully embracing what, you know, I feel like that's the only thing you're taking with you from the past is that beautiful baby that blessed your life and changed you for the positive. But this person is going to come in and help you raise your child. And also I'm feeling big happy changes with this. We have look for a sign and get more information. Honestly, if I had to say, I'd say within a year. At the bottom of the deck, we have communicate clearly. The universe will not give me a time frame for you guys. And I feel like that's because, and this happens a lot of people, you know, will click on readings like when you're going to find love, and they'll just skip to the when part and miss everything that leads them and puts them in alignment with that. And then it comes to like, okay, you're going to meet them in May, and then it comes to May and they don't meet anyone and they're disappointed, and it's like, well, because you skipped over the how you got there, you know. And I feel like the universe like doesn't want to tell you because it doesn't want you to just say, okay, well, it's going to come to me in May, you know what I mean, and miss all of the interim. Like if you don't make this big move, you're only going to have the options that you currently have. If you don't take this opportunity and take this risk, you're still going to be in the same place with the same people and the same options. You know what I mean? So I feel like the universe isn't giving us a time frame necessarily, because it does depend on whether or not you really take that plunge and commit to this journey. So let's get some more information. Let's get some advice as well. Advice for group 3. Just one wants to come out. We have be a natural beauty. Your entire body is precious. So choose personal care products that reflect your consciousness and commit to self-love. Say no to toxins and yes to the healthiest ingredients possible. You deserve to look and feel great, and you are worth the effort. Be a natural beauty. The universe is saying, you know, to really kind of get to your roots and connect with your sacred self. Don't, you know, do yourself up to look like an IG baddie if you don't feel like one. If you feel like you're more of like, you know, a low-key, natural kind of person, the universe is telling you to be authentic so that you're attracting a partner towards you that's in alignment with who you actually are versus who you want to present yourself to be just to get romantic offers, you know? That's a sauce that a lot of people get lost in. Presenting what is going to attract the most people, but not people who are necessarily in alignment with who they truly are, because they're not putting out a projection that is who they truly are. Also, quitting smoking and drinking is going to be important for some of you guys, and that may be something that you did a lot with the people in your past, like a lot of smoking and drinking that honestly kind of kept you guys from connecting on a deeper level because you were always faded. You know what I mean? That kept you from acknowledging, like, do we even actually like each other? Are we really good friends? Are we really compatible, like friend-wise? Or do we just have this thing in common that we like to do together, you know? Quitting that is going to help you connect with higher level connections in your new tribe, your new community of people who are actually in alignment with the best version of yourself that you want to be in your path that you're walking towards. We have believe. There's magic all around you. Open up to the wonders of the universe. Notice the connections and the synchronicities again with the look for a sign. There's a sign or a signal that's going to come to you. It's going to be really, really clear. Do not ignore it this time. Follow your feelings and believe with all your heart. We successfully manifest our dreams when our feelings are in alignment with our plans. Form that sacred union. The right ideas take shape. The best relationships blossom. And stuff that's meant to be easily falls into place. Everything is possible. That's what I was getting before too. I would focus on asking the universe to provide to you provisions for your new life versus trying to manifest specifically like a relationship or marriage. I would say manifest like the new path and the new life, and you'll naturally have everything else fall into place for you. So yeah, group 3, that is what I have for you. You already know you can hit me up on Etsy if you want to go deeper, if you want to get your own private tarot reading, but that is the message that I have for you today, and I will talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the clear quartz point and the Witch's Tarot, this is your reading. We're getting into the past, present, and future, your love story, your path to finding love, when, and advice from the universe. So let's just jump right in. I've been telling this to every pile. We're including the past to confirm that this is your pile. I know a lot of people are just like, what's coming in the future? But we're not going to spend very much time on it, but we are going to address it just so we can make sure we're reading for the right people. So let's see. Spirit, tell me what the past is of this person. Some sort of glow up you had here. That's so funny because we have let's take a break and then gone. So I feel like you were talking to someone romantically, and then next thing you know, they kind of ghosted you. Like they kind of jumped ship. They never actually came back. But then we have this you look good card. So you kind of went on a glow up. Like I feel like you guys, you know, were kind of stuck on this for a while. This could be the last person you dated. And it's like you decided to take a break from that person because things weren't working out. But then we have the gone card. It was something that never came back together. So I still feel like, there's still a question around that situation. Like what really happened or why that happened that way. Like what changed or something like that. I'm definitely feeling like you guys may still have questions when it comes to that person or that situation, because the way things, I knew it. I literally knew this energy was going to come up. We got the desire like fire card here. Soon as you guys, you know, glowed up, next thing you know, desire like fire, they're on your tail. They want your energy, your attention, your essence, but you kind of, I guess I won't say feel abandoned by that person, but it's like, you don't deserve me. Yeah, the self-esteem card came out. You're like, I know who deserves me and who doesn't, and you leaving is not you showing me that you deserve to be in my life, that you deserve to be my person, that's getting my attention, my time, my energy. So I definitely feel like there's a shift in the situation. I definitely feel like, you know, it was supposed to be a break. It ended up being more of a long-term thing. And then you're like, you know what, whatever. I've been working on my shit. Work. I think that's an Iggy song. I forget who sings that song, but I just heard that, and I'm getting this image of you guys like, you know, really working to better yourself, whether that's journaling and spiritually, or whether that's like literally physically you're in the gym and you're really working on yourself. Also, I feel like you guys may be trying to get in a better career standing at the time. Yeah, and honestly, I don't feel like you care anymore. Plenty of fish in the sea. You open yourself up to new people. Oh my God. And then we have reunion and love of a lifetime. So what I can tell you is this person is absolutely sick. Absolutely sick about you. They want a reunion with you, or you've tried to have a reunion with them and it just didn't work. You didn't feel the same. I've had that happen where it's like I dated someone and then I like started to talk with them years later, and it's just like the intimacy was not good. I didn't feel chemistry. I didn't even want to kiss them. I was like, ugh, grossed out by everything to do with them. And it's like, at a previous point in your journey, honestly, you may have felt like this person, if you couldn't have them, it was gonna be the end, you know, like you weren't gonna want anyone else and it was always them. But I don't know, I definitely get this different energy. So with the past being out of the way, let's get into the present. Let me see where you are now. Spirit, where is group 4 now? Where are they now in their journey? What's going on in their love life at this time? So we got the High Priest in reverse. That would be the Hierophant in this deck. So I feel like you don't know exactly where you want your life to go or what love truly looks like. I feel like you guys are trying to really just open yourself up to love in general. Like, okay, universe, take the wheel, because I obviously don't know, you know, what I'm supposed to do here. I thought I loved that person, but it feels like your energy is kind of shifted towards them. Yeah, 8 of Pentacles in reverse. This is an abandoned project. So in this context of this reading, this would be like an abandoned relationship. High Priest in reverse, 8 of Pentacles in reverse. This isn't working for me, or this is below what I should allow in my life and, you know, have. So this is like an energy of being like, yeah, I'm on to bigger and better things. Maybe not even because you don't have chemistry with this person, but, you know, this person may have crossed the line as well. Again, personal example. I've had a relationship like that in my past where I cut someone off and I never spoke to them again, literally just because they crossed a very clear boundary that I had set and had for them. And it's like, you know, sometimes those can be the hardest relationships to let go, because it's like, you think about it and you're like, well, that person wasn't that bad. But there was a clear boundary and you just made a choice. Like, I'm not going to go back to that person. I'm not going to allow them in my life. And it just is what it is, you know? So I feel like you guys set a boundary and it's just like you took it too far, or I will never be in that space again. I'm not going to allow you to put me in that space again. Like, you know, this is not happening. So let's see. Nine of Cups in reverse. Yeah, a lot of confusion in the present day. Like, I don't really know what's coming. I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm just kind of trying my best. Like, that's the energy I get with you guys, where it's like, I feel like you have some questions yourself about your journey, about what's going on here. Ooh, we have a lot of passion entering your life, a lot of positive fire sign energy. We got the 9 of Wands and the King of Wands. So in the present, I feel like you're being your own savior. In the present, I feel like you're really working for yourself. But I feel like there's someone in your life right now that's a King of Wands and 9 of Wands. It's just like there's one thing off or one thing missing for this to work out. They may be with another partner and they just need to heal from that breakup, or you just need to go through a little bit more healing before you really initiate moving forward with that person. I feel like there's something like things are just like literally one click off. For a Swords in reverse and the Page of Cups in reverse, I also don't feel like you guys are completely ready to give in to someone quite yet. I don't feel like you guys are completely ready to embark on a whole new relationship. I feel like there's someone in your life and you're really kind of struggling with, should I give this person the chance to be the next person that I'm, you know, moving forward with, or should I wait for someone else? Like Nine of Cups, this person doesn't fully satisfy you. And something that you really don't want is to end up in the position that you've been in the past in a relationship where, you know, you're not completely fulfilled. So I feel like this energy of you guys kind of stalling, or this could be someone else kind of stalling with you, and the universe is like, hey, take notice to that. You know, if they're not sure, if it's not a heck yeah, then it should be a no. There's an energy here of kind of feeling like there's still questions, or there's still something missing, or we got the King of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, oh my God, and the King of Cups. You guys got a lot of divine masculine energy that came up. We have the King of Wands. I was going to be so freaked out if it was the King. Who are we missing? The King of Pentacles. King of Cups, King of Swords. Ooh, I'm getting, it's coming, it's coming. Okay, so you guys are kind of struggling with what kind of person you want to attract to you. King of Cups, do I want someone who loves me unconditionally? King of Wands, do I want someone who has a lot of passion, someone who's really fun, someone who loves to travel? King of Swords, do I want someone who's really sure, a really good communicator? Or we didn't get it, but the King of Pentacles, do I want someone who's just like a really good provider and really can provide me stability? At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. We have the Queen of Pentacles, and that's how you guys are, you know, showing up here. You're like, I know my value at this point, but who do I need? Who's best suited for me? And it's kind of like you want all of it. You want it all. You know, you want someone who's the full package. But I feel like you guys kind of feel like that's, through experience, not something that exists, you know? We have the Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Wands, so it kind of leaves you stuck between a rock and a hard place because you don't want to set your sights too high where it's literally impossible to manifest someone who is the King of Swords, Pentacles, Wands, and Cups, you know? So you're trying to decide, okay, which type of partner would be best for me then? So I feel you guys kind of at a crossroad. And then there's also someone, I'm still feeling their pesky energy. It's annoying. It's giving me like, go home, Roger, like a coworker that is trying to get your attention. And it's like, they're trying to hint to you that they would be a good man for you, or a good woman for you, a good person for you, but you can see straight through it. And you're like, oh, well, I am kind of craving affection a little bit. I haven't been in a relationship in a while. So you want to entertain it, but at the same time, it's like, get out the way. I know you're not what I want. You know what I mean? So it's just like, that's just causing frustration or further confusion for you, or just getting in the way right now. But I am feeling that in your present moment. All right, let's see what's coming in the future. Spirit, tell me what's in the future for group 4. Ooh. We got the Three of Water that came out for you. It says a celebration, wedding, graduation, or birth announcement. The need to have more fun. Which I feel like will just confuse things even further for you guys, you know? It's like if you go out and you start meeting all sorts of people, you may just get lost in the sauce and like loosen up on your boundaries and not, you know, remain focused on what you want. But first, honestly, group 4, you need to decide what you want. You have to decide which would be best for you, what kind of person you want. Because once you decide what kind of person you want, then you can attract that towards you. So we got the 10 of Air and the Queen of Air. Independent, experienced, realistic, and witty for the Queen of Air. Objective decision making. I was literally just talking about that. Clearing away all that no longer serves you. Seeing the humor in a situation. So honestly, you know, treat this person, like I said, like, you know, I just feel like you need to get that person out of the way. This coworker, it's feeling like a coworker, but it could be someone you met through school, or someone you met through like going to their job, or them coming to your job. It doesn't have to specifically be a coworker, but it feels like a sports bar, like some place that you frequent, like maybe it's like someone who works at your favorite restaurant, or you work at someone else's favorite restaurant and that's where you always see them, and then you guys started to talking, da 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 da. Whatever the situation is, you know who this is. But this could be someone still on your mind as well, not someone in your physical reality, your 3D, that you know it's probably in your best interest for you to let go of. But clearing away what no longer serves you, you know, is including getting that person out of the way, because at this point they're just confusing you. And unless you decide like that's who you want to be with and that's who you want to pursue moving forward, I feel like, you know, they're just causing more confusion. So then we have the 10 of air, the end of a difficult situation. Embrace the change and expect things to get better. Recovering from an addiction is what it says at the bottom of that card. So there may be a bad habit that you picked up in your healing process. I remember when I went through my last really hard breakup, I started to smoke hookah all the time, and it started to get bad for me. I couldn't do readings. My throat was always dry. I was always coughing in readings like, sorry guys, I have a cold, for the 3rd week in a row. You know what I mean? Like, okay, fine, I'll take these cards that flipped over. I'm hearing someone like, what were those? So we have the Queen of Earth again coming in for the future. Thoughtful, creative, warm, and sensible. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. Yeah, so I feel like instead of getting frustrated and being too hard on yourself, like, oh, I can't make a decision, or getting more frustrated that nothing is happening quite yet, it's really going to serve you to go about this in a sensible way, in a practical way, by writing down, these are the qualities that I'm looking for. So this is the kind of person I want, universe. And you don't have to compromise completely. I definitely resonate and understand you guys feeling like, okay, I don't want to try to wait for someone who embodies all 4 kings in the tarot, but you also don't have to completely compromise. So write down a list and then start to, you know, pick that apart there, you know, like from there, start to go from there. Like, okay, this is a quality that would be like a cherry on top, but universe, if I could get this quality, this would be the most important. You know, write a list with like 5 things that are most important, and then 5 things that would be like the cherry on top. And then allow the universe to do its magic. And then we have the Hermit, 5 of water, and renewal for the future for you guys. 5 of water, things not turning out the way you've hoped, not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilled milk. So honestly, I feel like the future for you is still up in the air. We're going to get a time frame next to see when, you know, love is happening, etc. But I feel like it depends on how you move as to what's going to happen in the future for you. Because if you continue to stay in this place where you don't take any action and don't try to write a list or communicate with the universe or be a part of this process, you're going to be just, like it says, crying over spilled milk, crying over things that don't matter. All I have is this person in my life that's my coworker that I don't even fully want, when it's like, well, you had an opportunity to change that and you didn't take it. We have renewal and the Hermit, Archangel Jeremiel for renewal. Review and evaluate a favorable assessment of facts. Take time to move in a new direction. You guys, literally everything it keeps reiterating the same point. So make sure you do that. And then we have Archangel Raziel with the Hermit. Spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, and self-discovery. So the universe is really kind of drilling in, like, make sure you take that time to write this list to decide what it is that you want. Let's pick up on the when, you know, because it's like we can end up with more suffering or we can end up on our new path. So we have yes and big happy changes. So I feel like the universe is telling you, like, listen, what you want is very much so possible. We do have reconsider at the bottom of the deck. So I'm feeling like there needs to be a little tweak to your plan. Like perhaps you already decided what it is that you wanted and it was someone specific, a specific person or something specific. And I don't feel like it's completely impossible, but I feel like, especially if it's an SP, the girls who are on the SP journey are strong, because I'm not built for that. I'm not built to manifest a specific person. I want to manifest someone with a certain amount of qualities, maybe like a specific person, but you could be waiting forever and so much turmoil, and they just make it seem like it's so easy. Just focus on your desired reality. Constantly make affirmations. First thing you wake up, you're making affirmations that you're going to be with this person. I know you're lying. That's not a path for me. Listen, if you're trying to manifest an SP, You must be built for it. Another yes. The universe wants you to welcome yes into your life. We have get more information. So I definitely feel like the universe is still kind of telling you to tap into your plans and to really get everything written out so you can see everything. There's something that you're going to see that's important for you. You're either going to realize that what you thought you wanted at a certain point is not what you want now, or there's going to be like some sort of epiphany, something for you to see in the written. Oh my God, I tried, you guys. The situation will improve, improving health, and take action. So kind of like a similar answer to group 3, where I'm like trying to get the time frame, trying to get the time frame, and it just won't give me it. Half of this deck literally is all about, you know, time. Within the next month, within the next year, within the next few days, within the next few weeks, like, but we didn't get any of those cards. So I feel like the situation is going to get better. We have improving health. The universe is telling you to continue on your, you know, health journey, continue bettering yourself. The situation is still improving, but I feel like you have to decide what you want for things to truly change. Like, you have to get clear about what it is that you want. And me personally, I do this every couple of months when I am not in a relationship, when I'm single. I write down a letter. Dear universe, this is what I'm looking for in a partner. This is where I'm at. This is what I'm wanting. Because you're always constantly growing and changing. And you'd be surprised, like, even if you spent 3 months since you've been in a relationship, what you wanted at that in the beginning is not what you want now. So even if you've already told the universe what you want, that may have changed. Like, the universe is really wanting you to write things down for a reason. There's something that is going to be revealed to you. You may have a psychic download, like in the middle of you journaling, etc., or there's something you're going to see that's really important. And then we have Mercury with open communication. Get a weight off your chest. Speak up with love and be heard. You honestly may have to address this person in the past because for whatever reason you can't get over. I mean, that love of a lifetime card, I didn't want to sit on it too long, but it was throwing me. Like, so you left a love of a lifetime in the past? Like, it was a little bit confusing. But I feel like, you know, it was a love of a lifetime on a certain timeline. And I feel like you guys have ascended to another timeline, but there's still like something to, like, we still need to make amends with the past in some way. So yeah, you guys, that's what I have for you. Everything about your love story, you already know. You can hit me up on Etsy if you want to go deeper, if you want to get a private tarot reading. Other than that, that is what I have for you guys. That was your message, and I'll talk to you soon.